Welcome back. In this YouTube channel, we have always been talking about things around mathematics, data analytics, STEM in general, languages and the likes. We are still in a data analytics video, and in this video I would like to teach you how to use the DATEIF functions as well as the YEARFRAC functions. These are the two functions I would like to teach you. The YEARFRAC and the DATEIF. And we shall learn this together. DATEIF and YEARFRAC. In this data set is the sales data, and there's something interesting about it. We have the order date and the ship date. So we can try to compute the lead time or the procurement time, which is the time interval when the order is placed and when it is delivered to the customers. So to determine the lead time, we need to find the difference between the shipped date and the order date. And in that case, the DATEIF function is going to be useful. If you look at the syntax, you have the start date, comma, the end date, and the unit. And an example was given whereby we have the start date 7/16/1969, the end date 7/24/1969. So they're trying to find the difference between these. So that was the function of DATEIF. So DATEIF, yes, DATEIF, not DATEIF. So it's going to find the difference and give a return either in months, in years, or in days, between the 2 days. So that is why this DATEIF function is something useful to compute age. And don't forget, in the Microsoft Excel, we are fond of using YEARFRAC also, apart from the manual computation, to compute age. So that's why they are more or less something that is close to each other. So we can use DATEIF to compute age. We can use YEARFRAC to compute age. And also in this example, which I'm working on now, I want to use the DATEIF to compute for the lead time, which is the difference between the ship dates and the order date. So let's scroll to where we have the ship date. The ship date is this, comma, that should be internet, because we are working under the influence of internet. So we are having the start date, which is going to be the order date, comma, and the ship date, which is the comma. If you look at the syntax, it's saying unit. If you look at the date 11/8/2016 and 11/11/2016, it falls within the same year. So the best we can have is for us to get the difference in days. So we're going to use D. So it's going to tell us the difference between the days, and I can click on this for it to do the computation automatically straight down, and you can see that now. So I want to remove the filter and have the filter again so that it will capture the lead time. So this is how, so the lead time now is in this. This is how you can use your DATEIF to compute the lead time in your sales analysis. Also, you can use your DATEIF to compute for age. You can use it to compute for age. Let me insert this. So let's assume This other date is a date, age of some set of people in a company. So I've copied that data. I want to use it. I scroll to the right so I can put it here. Let's say something I pasted. So let's say this is a DOB, date of birth of some people. And also we have the date, today's date. So you can put today's date here by typing equals today. Just like we have in Microsoft Excel, you can also have it here. So by pressing today. Yes. So with this, we can use DATEIF. Using the DATEIF, it will be easier. The date of birth, comma, that's our start date, today's date, comma, and since we want their year, their age, we're going to use Y instead of D that I use for the lead time. In this case, I will use Y, and boom, you can know the age of each of these people. As simple as that. Very easy. So this is their age. Using the DATEIF function. And we can also compare this result using the YEARFRAC. Don't forget the YEARFRAC also in Microsoft Excel. We have the start date. Is in our own case, our start date will be today's date. Let me take the start date is today's date, comma, the end date is the date of birth, comma, and it's going to ask us the convention, which of the conventions are we using. So let's use 1 and press enter. So one thing about the YEARFRAC is going to give a decimal of some other month or days that could have been added in extra. Can you see? So we can just use integer. That is, it should give us the integer value. We are interested in the integer value. It's operating under the internet. That's why it's taking much time. So you can see that we have been able to get the same results for the two. Here we use the DATEIF, here we use the YEARFRAC to compute for the age. This should go down automatically. So from the little we have been able to drag, we can see that it's the same. Let's drag more. To get to a point, we might not need to drag again, and everything is going to set up. I think the internet is not that strong. That's why it's not doing automatically. It's expected to